I'm Hannah. Welcome back to my channel, Mostly Paper Crafts. For those of you who are following along with my craft room remodel, thank you so much for watching and for all of the awesome comments. It was so fun to read those and respond to them, and just to take you along on that crazy journey to create this craft room of my dreams. And this is my first video since finishing the remodel where I'm actually going to be making stuff. So it's been a while, and what I'm using today is the March Scrapbook and Cards Today sampler. And I opened it when I got it, but I really haven't touched it otherwise. So I'm gonna show you what's in the kit, and then I will show you what I made with it. If you haven't seen one of these samplers before, they mail it in a nice cardboard envelope. Everything comes packaged in a clear baggie, and it always comes with this card that tells you which companies are represented and the different supplies in it. And on the other side, there's a fun quote, and whatever the word of the month is, they have a coordinating piece of plastic that you can use on one of your projects. This month, we got this awesome stamp set from Concord and Knife with the painted tulip, a bunch of papers, which I'll show you in more detail in a moment, die cuts, little images, there's some stickers, and we have some sticker sheets as well, including an alphabet set. Here is a closer look at the papers that were included in this month's sampler. These ones over here are from Creative Memories, and they are double-sided. And these 6 over here are from Echo Park, and also from Echo Park we have a smaller sheet of paper and a couple of other images and this fun sticker set. Now all of these pages are double-sided, so I'll also show you the other side. And there are just so many great patterns here, it's going to be hard to choose which side of things I want to use for the cards I'm going to make. Out of all of the papers, I'm pretty sure this one is my very favorite, and I also love these whimsical hearts. But if you look at the patterns on each of the teacups, there are pages in this Echo Park collection that have each of those patterns. So it's really cool how well these teacups coordinate with the rest of that collection. I was able to make 14 cards and a few bookmarks using the supplies in this kit, and I'll be honest, I don't love everything that I made with this, but I was able to use most of the supplies, and so I'm going to show you the cards that I made and then the pieces that are left over. These first cards are using the Creative Memories collection. So this card, the thing that I liked about this was a single card that had the yellow stripes around the background, and then the flip side had this blue pattern which matched the cake. So I was able to cut down the original card and then use the 2 pieces that would have been on the sides, flipped them over, and made a nice border. For this blow out the candles card, I really tried to make my own action wobbler, and I tried about 4 times. Didn't have any success. I thought this would be fun on an action wobbler. I'll try again on another day. Here's another happy birthday card. Nothing too crazy here, but I like that there's several different layers and colors. And I did put this one on a yellow card base, so it stands out a bit. I'm sure this is my least favorite card in the kit, but a cheers card with some stickers. And this one turned out okay. I used the alphabet stickers, added a little bit of detail to the letters, love you with a cherry on top. And then these other cards are mostly using the Echo Park collection. This first card is on a square card base, and I like that I was able to create a scene using the blue and the green pattern papers, and then the stickers to set the scene with the sun, butterflies, and flowers. For this card, I created a lift the flap with a tea bag included, which I think would be a really sweet way to deliver a bag of tea. I did a slim slide card here, and the die that I used for this has several different windows cut out, so I was able to incorporate a few different elements, and I put some sequins on this one. Let's have a tea party. I can't wait to have a tea party of my own. A nice little banner here, some sequins, and then here is that teacup paper cut into cute little frames. These last few are very scrappy, so this is mostly just some leftover things, and I used a teacup die to cut out these shapes here and created a cute little scene again with the blue and the green patterned papers. This love balloon was from the other collection. And then these last two cards are very scrappy. I again used that teacup die to cut this out. And then these little squares in the background are just little pieces of that collection that were left over. I also used strips that were left over from that collection to create the background for this card, and I was very happy with the way that those came out. This is the only card that I made using the stamp set that was included because I didn't really see a lot of papers that I thought would go well with the image of the tulip, but I thought the blue and the white looked pretty nice with that. And then I wanted to show you also the bookmarks that I made, and these mixed the two collections. This one's more of a tag than a bookmark. Nothing too crazy here. I did punch out some hearts with the coordinating papers to put on the back here, but the rest of these I kept very simple. For my cards, I really tried to stick with what was included in the kit, but I did use some dies from my stash. So you can see here the slimline die that I used for this card. This one used a Lift the Flap from Lawn Fawn, which you'll see here. These picture frames are also from Lawn Fawn, so you can see those dies. A stitched rectangle, also from Lawn Fawn. I used this bunting die. This is one of my favorite dies. It's from Avery L. This bookmark, I use it all the time. I used a scalloped square from Lawn Fawn. And, you know, it just, without being able to use anything from my stash, the cards would have ended up very, very simple. So being able just to use a few of my dies, I feel like helped me up my game a little bit as I created. So this is the very fun part of seeing what's left over. Obviously I can use this stamp set as many times as I want. I did not use very many of the alphas, but for stickers, there's barely anything left here. I have just a few sequins left, and here are all of my paper scraps. So out of all of those 12 double-sided sheets that I showed you, this is all that's left. I really tried to get every usable bit and piece out of these, and I was able to create 14 cards and 3 bookmarks and a tag. So I feel like I did a pretty good job getting my money's worth out of this sampler. It's about $13 a month. I subscribe for the whole year, and when I'm actually using it, yeah, I can make a lot of stuff, and I'm so glad that I actually started this challenge for myself where I want to use it before the next kit comes. If you're new to my channel, then you may have missed the whole point of why I started the channel at all, and that was to motivate myself to use my supplies. I've been buying things for years that I just organize and tuck away, and then I buy more things, and not everything gets used. Like this scrapbook sampler, I subscribed for a whole year and never used any of it, but I would just take the pieces and organize them as they came, and I really enjoyed that. But I figure if I'm gonna keep putting the money into it, I should be actually making projects and sending them out, sending some smiles, and I hope that I can motivate you to do the same. So until next time, happy crafting and go make something beautiful.